Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Roxy. For today's project, I'll be showing you a tutorial of how I normally make my fluted coffee table. I normally use the CNC router to do the designs for the coffee tables. So I'll be showing you step by step of how my MDF boards are cut using the CNC router so as to get the perfect shape that I need for the coffee tables. The first step, as you have seen on the video earlier, every design has to be computerized. Then once they have designed the shape that I need for the coffee table, then they have to take it to the router and have to cut the shapes into the sizes that I want. Once the MDF boards were cut into the shape that I needed for the coffee table, I proceeded to the fun part, which is joining the MDF boards. As for the measurements for this coffee table, I'll state them in the description box. And for those who are in Kenya and are interested to get such a coffee table, you can always contact my number, which is in my description box. And for those who are interested in getting the materials alone so that they can try to make this coffee table using this tutorial, you can always contact me. Before adding the screws onto the MDF board, I applied a thin layer of professional glue all around the MDF. I then placed the crescent shape MDF board on top, so I had to make sure it aligns perfectly with the lower crescent shape board on the bottom side. To secure the board, I had to use my electric nailer so as to make sure the board is well secured before adding in the screws. I repeated the same procedure onto the other side of the coffee table. I then proceeded to the next part of making the lines so as to guide me of where to place the screws without missing the MDF on the middle part of the coffee table. For those who are joining this channel for the first time, my name is Roxy Nimiz. I normally do simple home decor DIYs which are budget friendly. If you're interested in seeing more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification bell so as to get notified whenever I post a new video. Once I was done drawing the lines, I proceeded on to the next part, which was adding the screws onto the coffee table. I used 50 mm screws on this part. On to my returning subscribers, I'd love to say thank you so much guys for the love and support. Continue supporting Roxy Nimiz via watching my videos and also sharing them with your friends and family. Thank you so much. You can always support me via my Patreon link. I'll put the link in the description box. For those who'd love also to buy my ongoing online classes on my Patreon, you can always check them out. There's a link in my description box. After adding the screws on the top part and the bottom part of the coffee table, I proceeded on to wrapping the coffee table using the fluted MDF all round. I used a 9mm MDF on this part. For those who are interested in the fluted MDF board, I'll put the contact in the description box of where you can get such. To ensure the fluted MDF board is well supported on the sides of the coffee table, I had to add enough amount of the professional wood glue on the sides of the coffee table. This was the hardest part, to place the fluted MDF board onto the side of the coffee table. So if you have someone who can help you to support it, you can always ask for help so that it can be easier to add in the pins all around, because it needs 2 people to support the fluted MDF before adding in the pins. Once I had made sure the fluted MDF board was in place, I went ahead to support it using the pins all around. So I used my electric nailer to pin down the pins one at a time. So I had to place the pin on the top part of the fluted MDF board. You can also add the pins on the groove part, but it's always advisable to do it on the top part of the fluted MDF board. By the top part, I mean onto the upper part of the grooves, not onto the middle part, not in between the grooves. For those who are interested in learning how to make such a beautiful coffee table from scratch, you can always contact me. My number is in my description box. There are ongoing physical classes at my DIY studio whereby people are getting a chance to learn how to make such beautiful coffee tables from scratch. If you're also interested in learning more DIY items, I can always send you a course outline of the items that I'm offering in my DIY course. Once I was done, this is how my fluted coffee table turned out. On the curved part, I had to add a plain MDF, and I used a 3mm plain MDF on this part. So the 3mm is a bit thin, so it can easily bend onto that space. So before adding the 3mm MDF, I had to apply enough amount of wood glue all around. For those who are not in Kenya, there are ongoing online classes. There's a link in my description box whereby you get a chance to buy my classes. There's a beginner class, there's an advanced class, and also there's a combination of the 2 classes. You can always check them out. Once I was done, I had to add body filler all around the coffee table so as to cover the small opening which were visible on the coffee table. So this part I didn't show, but if you're interested in learning how to paint MDF from scratch, I'll post a video. And also you can check out other videos that I have posted how I normally paint my MDF boards from scratch. After the body filler, the next part is usually application of the primer onto the MDF board. So I had to apply the primer all around the coffee tables using my spray gun. So for those who are interested in learning how to paint these coffee tables from scratch, you can always check out my course outline. There are some courses which I'm offering whereby you get a chance to learn how to paint these fluted MDF boards from scratch. So if you're interested in learning, you can always contact me. There's a part which I haven't posted, but the preparation of the fluted, which takes a lot of time. If you're interested in learning how to make that, you can always contact me. For those who are in Kenya, they can come and you do the physical training so as to get that beautiful finish on your fluted MDF boards. So once I was done, I went ahead to apply the final coat on the coffee tables. So I used a white paint since the client wanted a white coffee table. For those who are interested with the ongoing physical classes, please don't forget to contact my number, which is on my description box. So these are the samples of the videos of the ongoing classes whereby different students get a chance to learn on how to make different coffee tables, or mostly we do the fluted coffee tables in our class. So for those who are in Kenya, my location is Kizito Mwihoko. You can always contact me to get the direction to my studio. After painting several coats of the white paint, I left the coffee tables to dry. So this is a sample of the coffee table, the nesting coffee table in matte black. So this is how it turned out. It was a client's order, and also the one that I was working on, this how it turned when it is in white color. So for those who are interested to buy one, you can always contact me. My number is in the description box. And those who are interested to do the paintwork so as to get a gloss finish look like this one, you can always contact me too. So bye bye, see you next time for a new video.